Hey guys, we are back with some more New Jersey Devils franchise mode, and in this one, as you can see, we were obviously eliminated from the playoffs. In the last one, we followed the Binghamton Devils a little bit. They got eliminated as well, so we're off to the offseason. The Stanley Cup champions are the Calgary Flames in 7 games, and the Rockford IceHogs win the Calder Cup. And here's the lottery. Detroit stays at number 1, then Tampa moves from 13 all the way up to 2. Then Vancouver, Minnesota, Nashville, Montreal, Florida, the Rangers, Dallas, Edmonton, San Jose, Ottawa, LA, Columbus, and the Islanders. Thornton is retiring on Boston, so he goes back to his original team there. Brent Burns is also retiring. Carter, Brown, Green, Filppula, Jokinen, Bouwmeester, Cogliano, Brouwer, Hansel, Como, Hainsey, Brodziak, Sekera, Strawman, Girardi, Brian Boyle's retiring, Korpikoski, Kulikov, Gotch, Braun, McDonald, Garrison, and then in goal you have Zakov, and he's the only notable. So I don't believe I saw anybody from our team. I don't think I saw Zajac. Brian Strait retired, and Jumbo Joe, Dustin Brown, and Brent Burns are all now coaches for their respective teams, and Anton Strawman is a scout. Let's see, did we lose anyone? Yeah, we did. Binghamton Devils lose Emil Backer. I believe he is their goaltender coach, or now former goaltender coach. I don't believe we lost anybody else. So you have Hoyles, you have Adams, you have Gabranson as the scout suggestions. And then there was someone else. Yeah, this guy. Guy Beijing, literally guy. Guy Beijing. He has the 2-bar low franchise, and he's NHL ready. So, even if it is a little bit of a reach as far as his potential goes, he's already NHL ready. I think Guy Beijing would be the safe pick here. Because, I mean, he's a two-way forward, so he's probably good defensively. I mean, he's already got some pretty good attributes there, it looks like. And, again, he's NHL ready. I don't see how we can say no to that. I mean, there's really nobody else that even compares. As we take a look at these guys, I mean, 3 years away, we don't have anything on him. 3 years away, 3 years away, 3 years away from Malhotra. Parise is also 3 years away, medium top 6. But Beijing is accurately, with the 4-bar, NHL ready. So I think we should go after him in the first round. And it doesn't appear like there are any medium elites going late either. So, yeah, Guy Beijing is definitely our guy. Now, Gustav Yulanov could be a guy we take with our second round pick. He's a low elite, 3 years away from the NHL, so probably in the mid-60s. The Stanley Cup obviously goes to the Calgary Flames. The Winnipeg Jets got the President's Trophy, and it was obviously Calgary and Boston in the Stanley Cup Finals. Yart Ross goes to Eichel. Hart goes to Eichel. The Norris goes to Shabbat. The Lady Byng goes to Tyler Seguin. The Calder goes to Cole Caulfield of the Montreal Canadiens. The Conn Smythe goes to Matthew Tkachuk. The Vezina goes to Hellebuck. The Jennings also goes to Hellebuck. The Masterton goes to P.K. Subban. There you go. Jack Adams goes to Patrick Marleau in what is believed to be his first year as a head coach in the NHL. Gets the Jack Adams. And he is with the Anaheim Ducks now, so not sure how Sharks fans will feel about that. Selke goes to Crosby. The Lindsay goes to Eichel. Maurice Richard also goes to Eichel. All right, here we go. Entry draft time. And we are just immediately going to sim to our pick, which is number 17. And our guy should still be there. Let's just make sure, though. Palins, Letty, Sador, Welsh, Friggin, Moore, Cappy, Barlow, Orzak, Carnes, Foote, Clayson, Minard, Trafford, Dempsey, and McCollum was the top pick this year. A medium elite power forward, 82 overall. Looks like he'll be a stud. Now let's hope that our pick at number 17 will also be a stud. And we already know who we're going for pretty much. I mean, we could try to repeat history here, pick a Parise at number 17, but I'm not going to. And Ed Maher is basically the same player as Parise here. I think no matter what Guy Beijing's potential is, we're already guaranteed a pretty good player. So, no doubt in my mind, we are taking Guy Bajin. Welcome, the New Jersey Devils. He's a 76 overall. Not bad. Now, we just have to hope that potential... I mean, I wouldn't imagine that potential is any less than like a high top 6, right? So, regardless, we win. We win with this pick. Now, he's going to have to change his number there, but... I mean, this is a really solid pick. I love this pick. So hopefully his potential is like a medium elite. Maybe it's a low franchise. We don't know. If it is, then that would be phenomenal. So going into pick number 2, round number 2. Is there anyone here? There is Luhivara, a Finnish defenseman, 3 years away. He's a low top 4. There's Crosby, low top 6. Any medium elites here? Or low elites. There's a low top 4 in Korstein. Medium top 9 in Omark. Let's sort by potential here. Potential low elite in Pushkarov. There's a potential medium top 6 in Christopher Olawa. 5 years away though, so he's probably in his like high 40s or low 50s. Daniel Crosby is only 3 years away. Now what about that other what about that Finnish defenseman who we saw? He is also 3 years away. So do we want a defenseman or do we want a forward? Well, to be honest, we need forward prospects. It's definitely the area where we are the most thin as far as our prospects go. Because on defense, we have Vukojevic, we have Smith, who's still growing, we have Zhamnov, who's still growing. And at center, you have Heischer, you have Hughes, you have Boqvist, you have Lundell. But at wing, we don't really have too much as far as prospects go. So we'll be taking Daniel Crosby with this pick. Welcome to the New Jersey Devils. He is a 62 overall. All right, not bad. And unfortunately, it looks like that Finnish defenseman was taken. So there's Marcus Mebus. It's a great name. And Jesper Klingberg. We do love our Jespers here in New Jersey. Could also take Korstein. You know what? Sure. Let's take Jesper Klingberg. Let's try to get lucky with a defenseman. Welcome on board to the New Jersey Devils. He's a 62 overall. Don't know his potential, but he's a good overall there. Maybe he can grow to be something for us by, let's say, year number 6. Skipping right over to round number 4. We have Maselli, Jacobson, Postma, Koronen, Fraze, Caldwell, Haino, Ashton. All right, so there's really not much to work with here. There is Pushkarov, who might be a low elite. It's going to take him 5 years to be NHL ready, though. But he is 18. So by the time he's NHL ready, he'll be like 23. So that's not terrible. Yeah, we'll take Pushkarov. I don't see any reason why not. So, I mean, obviously he's in his 40s, the 48 overall. But he may have that low elite potential, so he might be worth it. Oh my. Jim Kim. He's played in a men's league too, had 1 goal, 2 assists in 23 games, 11:31 of ice time. You know what? I mean, there is Christopher Olawa. I might have to take him just for that name, and then take Olawa with our next pick. I think we have another 4th rounder after this. Let me just make sure. We do have another 4th rounder. Actually, we have 2 more fourth rounders after this, but it's at number 27, which, would Jim Kim still be available by then? He might be. He's supposed to go 118. That's what is that? That is pick 120. I do want Jim Kim. Just for the name. Christopher Olawa, he is 5 years away, and he may not be a medium top 6. We don't know anything about Jim Kim, except for the fact that he has an awesome name, so we're picking him. So he's a 59 overall, so he's actually closer to the NHL than, what's his name? that German guy. Right, Olawa. So actually, Olawa is a 58 overall. So I guess we just got lucky with the overall there, 59, so in reality, he's not that much closer. But still, he has an awesome name. So I do like this guy, Ryder Lyles, for the fact that he may be 3 years away from the NHL. So we're going to trust that NHL ETA, and we'll make this pick. And he is a 60 overall. All right, solid. So here we have Spike Thompson from... what country even is that? I don't know that flag. I'm not even going to try to guess. Yeah, not a whole lot to go off of. Let's take Spike Thompson. 51 overall. Yeah, he's probably like an AHL AHL top 6 forward. At this point, I just want to take a goaltender just because, so we'll take Petri Karpinen. And he is a 56 overall. We'll see his potential later. And next we'll go for Sven Nielstorp, 49 overall. Hate to see it. And I don't believe that we have a 7th round pick, so that will be it for our draft. So welcome to the Devils. Bajan, Crosby, Klingberg, Pushkarev, Kim, Lyles, Thompson, Karpinen, and Nielstorp. So first off, we'll sign Stahlberg. He is a 66 overall now. And I think we'll sign Darling. We'll release Merzlikins. We will be releasing Chris Tanev. We don't really need him anymore. And he also doesn't want to re-sign. He's a 78 overall. He's unhappy. Just makes sense to move on. We'll also be releasing Joel Armia. He doesn't want to re-sign. And we used him for about half the season last year. Zajac, we will be getting back for another year. At 1 year for the minimum salary. Simmons and Coleman, I would love to get both of them back. So Coleman wants 1.9. I will gladly give him... we'll go 1.75. And for Simmons, we'll give him the same. He was good for us, but I don't think we need Smith. Zaka, we'll sign him. 1.35 for 1 year. And Jesper Boqvist, he wants 2 years for 1.95. Yeah, that's about right. I'll give you 1.8. All right, now let's see how much cap space we have left for the likes of Manson and Butcher. So there's Zajac, and he's going to reject this offer at this dollar value because of the minutes that he played last season. Well, that's understandable. Simmons, he does not want to play with the team anymore because he's just not too happy being on the team anymore. Zaka is re-signed. Coleman, not happy with his minutes. White, Studenich, Gross, Darling, Grolot, Boqvist, Zetterlund, Stahlberg. So we still have a lot of cap space. So Coleman said he just wasn't content with his minutes. So I think we'll give him more money to convince him to stay, because I do want to have him on board. 2.3 for you. And Simmons said that he just wants to move on. Well, maybe I could convince him to come back with something more. I'll give him 2.3 as well. If he doesn't accept that, then we'll just release him. Zajac, 1 year at the maximum for a 2-way contract. Manson wants 4 years for 4.8. Wow. Now what about Butcher? He wants 5 years for 4.8. All right, so I'd be willing to do that for Butcher for sure. So yeah, I think I would take him for 5 years, and we'll just take his we'll take his salary down to, let's try to go 4.4. As for Manson, I don't know if I would do that for him. Good amount of hits last season. Turned over the puck quite a bit. I'd do 1 year for Manson just to see if we could get him back up in overall. I don't know if he'll accept this though. We'll go 4.6 for 1 year. So Manson is not happy being on the team. Zajac, he is back. Simmons is back. Coleman is back. Butcher we have not offered him enough. So clearly if we offer Manson enough money, then he will come back, but he's already asking for a lot. Now Butcher, I'll give you 4.55 for 5 years. Manson, he's really set on that 4 years for 4.8, huh? I don't want to give him that much. I'll give him this for 1 year. If he rejects this, we'll definitely have to release Manson. Yeah, I think it's time to release Manson. And Butcher actually rejected our offer as well. We'll go down to 4.7 for 5 years. And we'll just release Manson. And there is Butcher. So everyone has been re-signed. And now let's check the unsigned players. We have Bajan. If we sign him right now, he would have to play in the NHL, which he's not exactly there. I wouldn't say. The game said he was NHL ready, but for being only a 76 overall, I think he would benefit more from staying in the QMJHL with Drummondville. I'd say we'd leave him unsigned for right now, but he's looking like he could be a potential steal, depending on what his actual potential is. Okay, so looking at free agency here, there are 2 guys that I want to sign right off the bat for depth, because we honestly don't really need much. I already have the lines filled out on here. The first line would be Hall, Hughes, and Gusev, as it's been. Second line, Bratt, Heischer, Palmieri. Third line would be Coleman, Lundell, he is NHL ready, and Boqvist. And then the fourth line would be Zaka, Zajac, and Simmons, and we are going to be signing in a minute. And then the defensive pairs would be Butcher and or Smith with Subban. And then whoever's not with Subban will be with Severson. And then the third pair will be Vukojevic. He is NHL ready with Kirill Zhamnov. So now as we go down here, we will be signing Jordan Schmaltz for some depth. We'll be signing to 1 year we'll go for 1.5. And for some depth at forward, we will be signing Tyler Bozak. So a couple of former Stanley Cup champions with the St. Louis Blues. And we'll give Bozak $2 million for 1 year to join us. And he and Zajac can switch off depending on how each of them are performing. And if we need a shake-up or if we have injuries, then we could just put the other that's not playing in. With that out of the way, there is somebody who intrigued me as far as goaltenders go, and they are not a UFA. They would be Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. He's 23 years of age. I mean, this guy, we've seen him in the past. He usually becomes one of the best goaltenders in the game. What would you guys say to offer sheeting Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen? He wants 2 years. He wants 5.5. Let's say we offered him $6 million. What would the compensation be on that? So between 4.1 and 6.2 would be this year's first and third round picks. Do we have a third? I know we have a first, but do we have a third? Yes, we do. We have ours in Minnesota. So here's my question to you guys. Would it be worth it to give up those first and thirds for Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen? Because obviously we've had some goaltending issues in the past, and I'm not saying UPL is going to fix that, but he's young and he might. And compared to Leonard and Dubnyk, these guys are both old. As good as they were last season, we do need another young goaltender to come and take one of their places. So you guys let me know on that. In the meantime, we also need to find a couple of AHL coaches for the associate coach and the goaltender coach. So that being said, I am going to end it off here because I don't want to simulate past July 1st in case we do want to go after UPL. So let me know on that, and I will see you guys in the next one when we continue with the offseason going into year number 4. See you guys then.